Sounding ability I've ever heard.
Definitely. We're live now, gentlemen. We are live.
Oh, we are?
Oh, yes, we are. Talking about the potentials of goblin glory.
Could be great.
Not tonight.
Could be great.
Well,
stay tuned for campaign 3.
All goblins.
All goblins. Oops, all goblins.
Oops, all goblins.
I want to start, of course, by welcoming everybody. Thank you for joining us, friends. This is the Heroes Era, and I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben. And tonight we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. And I have with me two of our regulars this evening. Joel had something to take care of, so he might end up missing the whole session tonight. We'll see if he drops in later. Best wishes to Joel's bird, of course. But
yes.
Let's start by introducing Bodhi as Reynold.
Hi. The one healer considered killing his friend to get rid of a mask.
Okay. And Chris as Jules.
Hi, I am playing Jules, and we are sort of beta testing something that's never been done in D&D before, where I am playing the rogue / moral compass of the group.
It's very strange.
It's interesting. Talk about going against type, am I right, you guys? Okay, sorry.
No worries.
We'll just cut it. We'll
it's
take
beautiful.
It again.
We might have to cut it because I have like different scenes set up now for the stream. I wanted to try doing a little bit more production, and then I always forget to disable the intro video after the first time we visit this scene. So I probably just need to make like a separate intro scene altogether. Anyways, so I'm sorry. I think the video probably blared over the embarrassing part of what you said. No, just kidding.
Oh.
So all of it, the whole thing. Cool.
But actually, you brought up how Jules is the moral compass and the rogue, and that's kind of unique. And actually, I wanted to start this session by talking about our characters a little bit before we jump into the game. And if you guys would indulge me, I just have some basic questions, and hopefully we can draw maybe some like sound bites from this, or maybe not. But I would like to start with Chris as Jules.
Yeah, what's up?
Sure. So you mentioned basically Jules's selflessness, perhaps, or bravery as it comes across as in battle. And then I guess I wasn't even considering the role of the moral compass you play in role-playing situations. But as far as in combat and just stepping up and doing the right thing, what does inspire Jules to do that?
Jules doesn't like... I don't like the idea of having to go to bed thinking that I could have done more for someone who suffers. Not trying to be a martyr or hero to everyone, but if there's something that I can do, then I should do it. If there's something one can do, they should do it in general. So
okay,
that's what I do.
Very good. Jules is a member of a group called the Vanishing Blade. What?
I don't know what you're talking about. No.
It has come up briefly in the past during the campaign. What inspires Jules's allegiance to this group?
Well, I don't want to give too much away because I don't know if anything else is going to come up later on.
I could take my headset off.
No. I don't want to give it away to the loyal, devoted fans at home either. I don't want to ruin their spoils. um, Jules, I will say this much: Jules sort of fell into the Vanishing Blade as an out from keeping himself out of trouble. Basically, it was purely selfish intentions with which he joined it, and he's sort of. It started as that. It turned into a job, and now it's just a he has firsthand witnessed a lot of good things happen from their acts, and so he is proud to be a part of it. And it's at this point in his life, it's just that is a part of who he is. His two companions now are the only other people outside of the Blade that even to his knowledge know that it exists at all. But definitely the only two that know that he has any part of it. So it's not something that he gets to celebrate or toad around about, but it's like I said, he doesn't ever want to go to bed thinking he could have done more, and the Vanishing Blade gives him an opportunity to do as much as he can.
Okay. And you mentioned your allies, and they might be the only two who are not in the Vanishing Blade that who know of this group. That could be fair to say. I'm not sure how much it's come up in conversation, but it just brings me to the question of, why does Jules travel with Reynald?
Jules definitely has a connection with Reynald. It's one that's born out of respect, if nothing else. Reynald is can be a little flighty sometimes, and is a little bit unpredictable with some things. But ultimately, at the end of the day, his heart is in the right place, and his intentions are always good. And there's definitely it's mostly that it's a little bit of curiosity, because he does find Reynald kind of fascinating. Just his thought processes and the way that he does things and stuff is just very, very intriguing to him. And there's a bit of a curiosity too, because he does know that there's more to Reynald than he knows about. There's a lot of things that he's alluded to regarding family and a son and things like that haven't been discussed a lot. And so it's like when you read the back of a book and it sounds really interesting, and you're like, I gotta read this book. This, there's something cool. There's something here. So there's a little bit of that, but it's like I said, it's mostly just out of the respect of Jules has worked with a lot of different groups before. He's pretty much made a living and traveled the world as a mercenary, being very picky about the type of work that he does. Trying to leave the world a little bit of a better place. So he's worked with a lot of different groups and a lot of different people. Reynald is probably the first one he's stuck with for such an extended period of time, just because all those things just line up, and it's something where Jules, like I said, he respects Reynald. He appreciates what Reynald does. They work together well. They get along together well. All the boxes just check, where he's like, we're out here pretty much doing the same kind of thing. Why not do it together?
I see. And on a similar note, why does Jules travel with Mordecai?
Jules is still figuring that one out. Right now, it is because there's things that they're working on together, and there are similar goals. And I only say that because there's definitely some odd things going on with Mordecai regarding things that Jules doesn't know about, to speak in a metagame sort of sense, with his patron and his pact and all those sort of things, and there's some, and it's led them into some shady things. It's put them in some very morally ambiguous situations, and so that is definitely something that Jules is apprehensive of. It's not anything against Mordecai. Jules likes Mordecai and appreciates him. I mean, Mordecai's a little bit of a loose cannon sometimes and a little trigger happy, but Jules is fine being there to kind of keep him calm.
They seem to have almost the opposite approach to each situation without directly contradicting each other necessarily. Of course, from time to time you do, but I find that interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they do butt heads a little bit, but for the most part, they at least, they are still respectful of one another, and Jules thinks of it as that Mordecai is just going for the easiest solution. It's not necessarily that he's there for wanton destruction, but if you blow everybody up, then you don't have to deal with it anymore. But Jules, Jules, it is still, there's still respect for him, and there's definitely curiosity, but there's a little bit more apprehension there than there is with Reynald.
Sure. So, and then this leads me to my last question. What future goals does Jules have?
I mean, there's the immediate in-game goals that we're all as a group working towards now, as far as clearing our name and getting the thing back and like all that stuff. But long term, I mean, Jules, he's sorry, he's not very, he's still young. He's very young. He's very like, he hasn't really thought, he doesn't think much about his future, like long term like that. He doesn't have retirement plans. He's not like, oh, one day I'm gonna take all this money I've saved up and find me a little lady and buy some property and settle down, or he's not, he's just doing his stuff every day, and then he'll finish this and he'll go to the next job, and he'll just keep doing that. He works hard, he plays hard. That's so cheesy, it's so cliche, but that's what he does. And actually, he doesn't even really play that hard. He works hard and he relaxes hard, and
hopefully there'll be a little more
he's
time
just doing
for the
his thing.
Relaxing part of that coming up.
Hopefully,
it's been a lot of hard work. All right.
Yeah, he's definitely going to take some time off when he gets the chance.
Well, very good. I appreciate the insight, and I think that kind of helps everybody get to know Jules a little bit better. Why don't we switch this over to Bodhi as Reynald?
With pleasure.
Yeah, tell us all what you think of us, Reynald.
I hate you all, and you suck. No,
That's fair.
Ben's got you got 3 easy questions, and I get 10 hard ones.
No, yours are gonna be like, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Well, I wanted to start by asking of Reynald. Of course, Reynald is our cleric of Bahamut. And Reynald takes the plight of many different peoples and puts this plight upon his own sturdy dwarven shoulders. And what inspires him to do this?
Reynald was just, for most of his life, just a simple blacksmith, and he just tried to be real neighborly and accommodating of people, regardless of who they were. And he just tried to be overall nice to people that could use a little friendship, as cheesy as that sounds, because he's lived a lonely life. He's had he's he had a lover once, and then the things didn't really work out, so he was lonely. So he kind of like hung out in his blacksmith shop, worked a lot, smithed a lot, and kind of kept to himself. And then he adopted a child, and after that, and after he became a pseudo father, he really just started caring about everybody, kind of like that paternal instinct almost of like you see somebody getting picked on, and you're like, hey, you don't know what they're going through. Stop that, and wanting to generally help anybody has been his main moral compass for, you know, his life. And now with everything that's been going on with the, you know, enemies popping up left and right and people accusing him of treason and murder and crimes that he didn't commit, he's more just trying to help people, kind of as like a double sword of like doing it anyway to go, you know, help people better themselves and also clear his name a little bit so he isn't in so much trouble all the time, because he's a little selfless, I'll admit that much. But it's not his main reason, but it is a nice side effect, nice benefit.
Okay. And much like I asked Jules, why does Reynald travel with Jules?
Jules in particular was a shady character when they first met, and he wasn't too sure of his company, because he's a very honest guy. I don't think he can lie very well. And so they meet this person who he's constantly like trying to figure out what's going on with him. I guess he was also curious what this guy's deal was. He's wearing all black out in the sun's heat. What is this? This guy's weird. And so he's, you know, following him around. He also likes to get to know people too. Like he's the type of person to go up to a bar to a random person and be like, hey, what's your story? And seeing this particular interesting individual kind of spurred him on to be like, I wonder what this guy's got going on, because it's probably not something good, as it is the case for most people. And then as time developed, he became more of a friend and buddy with him, and he was kind of the only person he could go to talk to other people, because Reynald cannot hold a conversation very well, despite wanting them all the time.
Very good. And then on the flip side of that, why does Reynald travel with Mordecai?
Oh, completely other side of the coin. He's keeping an eye on this guy. He's a cleric of a well-natured, good-intentioned god, and here's this guy with a demon mask strapped to his head the entire time, which wasn't the case in the beginning. First, he was his supervisor officially, and then he started to learn of his like magical capabilities and how things are kind of not, you know, how like every other sentence he said was sinister in a way that was like, this benefits nobody. So at first it was a forced relationship that was very much because of work and, you know, just trying to go help out a region and some such, which then developed into, there's a lot of bad stuff happening with this guy. I don't want to let him out of my sights, because if I do, something very bad might happen that I could have prevented. He also likes Mordecai too. He's a cool guy when he's not, you know, mercilessly fireballing people hanging from trees.
There are a lot of fireballs bandied about. Okay. The last question I have for you is, what future goals does Reynald have? I know a lot of different things have come to Reynald, you know, involving his devotion to Bahamut, and just curious, where do you see this path going for Reynald?
Reynald is in a peculiar spot as a religious figurehead in the sense that he does not know a whole lot about the religion that he follows, and more of such follows the tenets and, like, you know, general devotion of the, you know, religious order of Bahamut, which is do good unto others regardless of who they are. This is pretty much his MO. He, I think, in the future would like to do like charity work of some sort, because that's what he was kind of doing before with his blacksmith shop. He would do small repairs for free. He would help out in the community and the neighborhood. And now that he's got holy powers that lets him heal and restore people and, you know, generally cure things that can't normally be cured, I like to think that he would set up a temple or some sort of like a building in some populated area that would, you know, allow people to come in, kind of like a clinic almost, and, you know, heal the injured and weak and wary and, give people a place to rest and, get their bellies full and kind of have a safe haven for people who are down on their luck, especially those that are not, that don't look like elves, dwarves, like tieflings, creatures, like creature folk, like rabbit people, bird people, some such.
Sure. Just helping people without discriminating in any way, even if they're considered by some, monster races or whatnot. Is that
even
kind of
evil?
Getting at? Even evil.
He'll take in somebody that looks and is deemed evil, and if he doesn't think they are, he'll take care of them and fight tooth and nail.
Well, you have been good friends with Mordecai in a strange way thus far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's really all the questions I have for you guys. Is there anything that either of you guys would like to add to this conversation?
I did want to say real quick, I did want to add one thing to my question about hanging out with Reynald. When Bodhi was talking, it reminded me of something that Reynald very much is like he mentioned, always trying to do the right thing, even to self-sacrificing levels. So another reason that Jules tends to hang out with him is because he likes to make sure that he doesn't break his own back and kill himself trying to take care of everybody else, and to kind of watch after him a little bit, make sure he doesn't do more damage to himself than anything else, trying to be out there doing the right things, just keeping him on track with that. So
sure.
I forgot about that.
Very
good. Whole massive aspect of it.
Sure. Okay. Well, I think that'll bring to a close this discussion. We'll have to catch up with Joel and Mordecai another time. So I'm trying to remember if I did my spiel.
I don't think you did.
I don't think you did.
I don't think you did.
Well, now that we've
we got to do this whole thing over again now.
Look, you can always edit it out. It's fine, except for the people who are watching this.
Just crop it right in. But tonight we are telling a story, and we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era. Do you go with the Terminator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hearing in my head every time.
There we go. That would be worth putting in. Usually I have it just as a big. I have that.
Just blatantly rip it from YouTube.
Yeah, perfect. So why don't we get into the game here and just quickly summarizing last session. The main points, Mordecai awoke and was covered in spider webs and quickly used his magic to escape, teleporting to near his bedside, teleporting to the hallway, getting help quickly and escaping that peril. And then, I'm sure you can hear my dog on the other side of the door. I'm sorry. It's pretty much...
It's ambiance.
I think he's had dinner already. He probably wants to play. Forgive me. So then Mordecai had escaped, but Jules did hear footsteps with his keen sense of hearing outside of the tavern they're staying in, outside of the All Tavern, and you all pursued this sound immediately into the street. First, Jules stepped out to see what it was, and had suspicions perhaps confirmed when it ended up whatever this creature was, claiming that it was Belial, the devil that had been haunting you all. And Jules backed into the tavern as Belial's voice was echoing throughout the city and stirred his teammates or friends, as well as Fellet the Shade, who you've become a recent acquaintance with. And you all poured into the streets of the city to chase this devil down. And somehow, by use of your magic and wits, you were able to find this devil on the rooftop and confront it. And through essentially magic and your cunning, you defeated this devil outright. And this is the same devil whose face Mordecai wears. And after you slayed this devil, you also found, as a trinket hanging around its neck, the mysterious rock that you have been seeking, that you had a hunch that this devil had stolen from you.
Oh, that's right. Forgot we got that back.
And so this was a prized stone that was originally found within the head of a slad, and after further examination and also bringing a journal to one of Mordecai's friends, you found out that this stone in some way has seen the passing through of Therezessa, or perhaps contains her within it. But we will start this game at night on the roof, where Mordecai is collapsed to smoke a pipe and fell it with him. And Reynold has just discovered this magical rock.
Guys, it's the rock.
Hey, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so great. So we take this, we go home, we turn it back in, and we clear our names, and we move on, and we go retire and like open up a shop or something.
We could go back to my hometown. You could work with me in the blacksmith shop. Yeah, but you could wheel and deal with some customers.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Let me talk with all of your suppliers and everything. I'll get you some good deals.
Wow,
Please. Okay,
do.
cool. So is that it, Ben? Do we win?
Yeah, I think we do. All right, everybody, let's go home. Take a nap. Bella, you heard me. We're going to sleep.
Okay. I mean, no. Obviously, we can't. I don't think they'll let us just march back into town and clear our names as easily as that.
It could be that simple. However, is Jules forgetting the order from the Vanishing Blades? Perhaps.
Yeah, no, he is. As Jules is thinking that, he goes, "Oh wait,
What? No, Jules, don't, please."
Here's the thing, though.
Please.
So you remember how I'm sort of part of an elite organization of top secret spies and assassins?
I think you told me once.
Yeah, it came up. They don't. My specific orders are that the council not get a hold of this. That it would be very bad if they do.
And Fellet approaches as you're having this conversation. Do you continue to mention the Vanishing Blade in front of Fellet?
I sure don't.
So this is the mystery rock.
Cool, isn't it?
Might I have a look at it, Reynold?
You should hit it with a weapon. See what happens.
I don't know. I would try that immediately.
Who would ever do that? It's a dumb move.
Why would that be the first instinct?
Might I have a look, though, please? I know you hold it dear.
Yeah. Please, by all means.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like the mind of a slad. It tells a story.
It's pretty weird.
A very short-lived and volatile story. Do you know what it says?
No.
No, I would appreciate it if you were to palm read it to us.
Well, it won't be palm reading, but interestingly, this seems to say that it consumed a wizard. Not in the sense of eating. Other than that, it speaks of some battles.
It's like it absorbed a wizard?
Yes.
Is there a wizard within that stone?
Oh. I was thinking from the perspective of the slad, but that would make some kind of sense.
Would you say it was voluntary absorbing? Like the wizard let it happen?
I'm not sure. It says consumed, and these things are written in something of an abstract manner.
Right.
I'm wondering though. I know that. Well, why have you not given this to the Council of Order?
We actually just retrieved it. We haven't had it up until this moment.
No, this is true. Also, I don't want to give it to him.
Yeah, we.
No, if I'm just being honest, I just don't want to give it to him because that seems like a dangerous thing to give to a bunch of wizards that are willing to kill us over it.
I think they were under the impression you've had this the whole time. That was my understanding, but you've not.
They are under the impression that we had it the whole time, and
now that would technically be true.
Again, we literally just retrieved it, but just a short version. I don't trust the council or what they will do with this.
I see.
Do you trust the council? Kind of hard to say yes to that after we told you we don't, but please just be honest.
No, it's okay. If you trust the council, then you can absolutely say that, and I will kindly ask for, your discretion as far as ever meeting us, and you will never see us again.
Well, I've promised you no riddles, but before I answer that very direct question, can I ask you another question first?
Sure.
Reynolds just kind of looks over. Sure.
Thank you. It is strange to me you would work readily for Therezessa, for a council contract, but you would not return this stone to them, even after that was Amaranthe's wishes, I believe. Imagine
for a second that you were working a dock job and you were in a warehouse and it was great, it's fine, it paid well. And all of a sudden you found out that it was a smuggling operation. Would you continue to work in said warehouse?
I've been a part of many smuggling operations, so
right.
Well, I think
I need a different metaphor.
The point my friend is making is that when we accepted the contract and we were in the employ of the council through Amaranthe and through Therezessa, we at that time did not have distrust for the council. We didn't have trust for the council necessarily, but it was a job and it was a contract and it was fine, and there was nothing seemingly morally ambiguous about what we were doing.
Right.
Since then, our opinions have changed.
I think you are right not to trust them.
Okay, great. Well,
cool. Awesome.
Do I believe her when she says that?
You can make an insight check if you wish. In times past, they provided a great service, but I fear their leadership has been corrupted.
Yeah.
It was an 18 on the insight.
Thank you.
Yeah. I just, it's like Reynolds said, it's a very powerful item, very powerful people who are very powerful, not just magically, but politically and, influentially. It
sucks. It sucks.
It's not great.
She does seem to be being straightforward with you as before.
Okay.
I mean, labeling us as like criminals and banishing us to a frozen realm isn't really going to put us in their favor too much afterwards.
Yeah. There is the whole they framed us and tried. Did you know they put horse stealing on our list of charges?
We're not horse thieves.
And that's something like the other things that was like, okay,
understandable.
Gray area. I can see why you're charging us with this. That's not true. It's not right. Like where you're coming from. But that was just made out.
In fact, we've given more horses than we've ever stolen. Not that we've stolen any.
We have been about a strange dust up with a horse appearing in a tower.
You wouldn't know how to summon more horses, would you?
I don't know anything about that.
That wasn't related then.
Nah.
No.
Nay.
I see.
Randall just laughs.
Well, yes, they tend to do that there. They've become most judicious over recent years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I mean,
So,
judicious is a word you could use to describe it, I suppose.
so I don't know much about you, fella. If I'm being honest, I mean, I'm being fairly trusting right now. I just know you go and hunt mass down and kill the people that have them, and you try to kill the devils that have them or whatever. You said you were a part of smuggling rings before. I assume you're like a criminal.
Oh, well, that is a strange thing to bring up, but
I'm just trying to get to know you, to be honest. I mean,
technically, I've not been convicted. I think it is more you who are the criminal than I. In fairness.
Hey, as long as you steal from the rich, I don't care. Really.
I mean, a criminal is just someone who was caught breaking a law. That doesn't necessarily mean that what they were doing was right or wrong.
Does that make the horse a criminal?
The horse was a victim of circumstance.
Well, I'll admit and tell you, I am here for my own motives. And when it comes to that, I believe I was here for you when you came face to face with your devil.
Yes.
I
Now,
mean, that definitely speaks well.
Granted, I did allow you all to prove yourselves a bit. Forgive me for that. I think you did quite well.
Thank you.
Now, though, I think in return, I would ask that you stand by my side when and if my mother comes. Can I count on you?
Well, provided that you don't give us a reason to not trust you or, question you between now and then yeah.
Reynold kind of leans in and whispers to Fellet, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a yes for me no matter what. I really don't know what to do next here, so you giving...
Reynold is an absolute people pleaser, so he will definitely help you.
Look, you giving us an objective of some sort is great, because I don't know where to go from here, if I'm completely honest. Hey, maybe your mom can help with the whole crawling demon thing.
I don't think she'll be of any help, but that is a nice thought. I don't have a mission for you, just a request. That is all.
Oh, yeah, it seems fair to me. I mean, that'll help out.
Yeah, we can help with that, I think.
I just don't know what to do next.
I'm rather tired. I'm going to retire for the evening. I think that the vanquishing of one devil is quite enough.
Yeah, that's enough for me. I think I'm going to get some sleep, too.
I'm going to go back to bed for 8 hours. It's been an hour since I've been up.
Yeah, I don't care if it was the first thing I did today. I'm done.
My sleep schedule is going to be out of whack.
And you return to the All Tavern. Mordecai goes to his room, but asks you all for a moment's help in clearing this room out. Again, as you enter the halls, you can see spider webs kind of blowing out lazily from the room where they've been ripped free. And the room is full of spider webs. You see the bed covered and the nightstand as well. I'm sorry?
Those things grew back after I hit them with the fire breath. Jeez.
Oh.
Spiders are a nuisance.
Indeed. And if you would please make an investigation check.
I'm real good at these. I got spider webs in my eye. Ah!
Investigation?
Yes, please.
Not perception? All right, fine. Damn it. 5.
Thank you.
My investigation is a 0. My perception is a +10. So
big difference there.
Okay, well, yes, the room is covered in spider webs. You help Mordecai clean the room again. In fact, yes. And the walls are still singed from the earlier fire. There must be more spiders creating webs, no doubt, because the city is full of them. But for now, there's nothing else that seems to catch your attention about this situation. And
Okay.
you can retreat to your rooms, and rest would take you for the evening.
Before we go to bed, I'm going to tell Mordecai, now if you get hit by spiders again, yell and kick and scream for me, and I'll come over and bail you out if you get poisoned or some such. But I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Hopefully I see you in the morning if you're not already dead. Good night.
Do you think we should we bunk up together and keep an eye out?
Yeah, maybe Mordecai should sleep in one of our rooms because his is kind of...
Yeah, Mordecai, you come, bring your stuff, and you can sleep in my room. It's fine.
All right, Jules, you kick and scream and yell for me if something goes bad.
I won't hesitate to. As a matter of fact, I'll hit up another psychic link with everybody before we go to sleep. Solid 8 hours of that, so that'll get us through the whole night. So I can yell in your brain if I need you.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
And as the night continues, there's darkness, and morning does not bring any light. So if you all wish to sleep for 8 more hours just to, regain your full strength, you can do so.
Yeah, we'll sleep in.
Sure. And when you awaken, there is quiet music coming from the tavern. There seems to be one piano player. And they greet you with stew and a drink of your choice.
I'll have an ale, thanks.
Is there any coffee?
I got your coffee, got your ale. Here you are.
Yes, one of each, please.
Right.
Well,
Fella does join you.
Oh, hey.
She seems to be there already as you arrive.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please have a seat. And you get to watch us spiral as we try to figure out our next move.
Yes. Well, as you know, and Fella looks about the tavern, just surveying the company. The council is keen on obtaining this stone.
Yeah. They made a box for it and everything, but kind of got left behind.
A box.
Yeah.
Hold that thought there, guys, and I'm gonna do a new one for the morning. So we got 7-hour psychic link between the three of us and Fella.
Oh.
And then mentally I will say to her, let's talk this way. It's a little bit safer.
Oh, of course.
We can all hear each other.
They don't understand how handy this is to have, fella. It's like our one lifeline.
Very good. And what is it you plan to do? Just keep running?
Yeah. Yeah, it's worked so far.
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding.
We have to run for now until we know how to approach this.
Look, the ideal move, fella, is that we deal with the local spider problem. Sorry, and then after we deal with that and everything gets better and the Grafta is back to normal and people start living there again, then we could figure out the orb. And then when we figure out the orb, everything's better and okay.
Oh, That is a very optimistic view of the situation.
I think something that might be a great option for us to try to do is that you mentioned that the orb tells of consuming a wizard.
Yes.
We're pretty sure that was Therezessa. And we feel like perhaps if there's a way to free her from this thing, that might be helpful for us. But we have no idea where to even begin with a task like that.
Let me lay down the options as like the only person here that has cleansing magic of any kind. I've got both flavors of restoration, lesser and greater. I've got scrying, which could be useful, I guess, if it can go across planes, but I don't think it can, but it'll let us know if she's on this plane or not. I have commune, which I can ask Bahamut a question, and they'll answer me as honestly as possible if they.
Oh,
they
have
know.
you still been in communication with Bahamut?
Oh yeah, I talk to him all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty cool. He doesn't talk back most of the time. I have to kind of expend a lot of energy for him to respond. But it's a give and take. I give more than take, though. Also, I have. Well, I don't know if this would entirely work. It'd be kind of a wild idea, but I could try and banish this thing. I don't even know what will happen if I do that. But as I said, just laying all my options. And you see Reynold just hit his head and then start speaking inside mind link again. I have sending. I can just ask her where she's at and what to do. I can't believe I haven't thought of that before.
Does that work across planes too?
It should, yeah. I'm familiar with her. It's going to be a bit of a short message, sure, but
yeah. Hey, where are you? Can we help? Like that's the main.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just do that. That's a great idea. I can't believe I haven't thought of this before. All right, I'm gonna start drafting up a text to shoot on over to Therezessa. This is Reynold. Where are you? Any way to get to you? How can we help? We also have a bit of a demon problem and are wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I'm going to leave out the wanted part, but I will say that we have a demon problem. So I'm going to send a message to Therezessa.
Okay. If you would, please roll a d20, and if this lands on a 1, that 1 represents the 5% chance that the message does not arrive.
Watch it happen. Oh! God damn it! No! I hit a 1. Well, she's dead, I guess.
I should have rolled that for more suspense, but that was fun too.
I'm hearing dial tones, guys. I don't know what's going on.
I know that sometimes if they are on a different plane, the message does not go through.
I'll try again.
But there's only like a 5% chance of that happening, though. What are the odds?
I know, crazy.
What is the alternative?
Hold on, she must have been on another line. Let me call back.
We can only hope.
Cast it again.
Hey,
okay, that times a 2. Jeez, if I got 2 1s in a row, I swear.
I've never been more excited to see a 2. I'll tell you that.
Same message.
prove to me that you are Reynold, comes the response after many seconds of delay to where you think perhaps the message hadn't gone through, but this comes to your mind.
She wants me to prove myself, prove who I am. What should I say? Should I tell her something that we only know about each other, or should I just like talk like myself? Because they're both very viable options.
Tell her something that only we know.
Which would be
as
what?
yourself.
As myself.
You said it. You said it as if like you had a thing lined up.
I was hoping
that.
someone would pitch in, and tell me something. God, I only have one of these spell slots left. I don't want to upcast this, but I will if I have to.
Didn't she tell us? What did she tell us? Like not to trust Amaranthe?
Yeah, what was the last time we saw her?
When she told us not to trust Amaranthe, I think.
How do I prove? Because some of that stuff could be public knowledge. Should I just tell her that we're wanted criminals by the order and that we put a horse into an armory and we I'm bad at talking to people?
That.
Okay.
Here's what you do. Here's what I want you to do, Reynold.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna take the little booklet that he's been jotting his notes down into, meticulously counting his numbers and everything. Like, give me this. Give me the pen.
Okay.
Take his little quill, take it all away, and I'm like, just cast it. If you're going for the I need her to believe it's me, don't prepare a speech. Just do it.
All right. Here we go. Cast and sending again. We're gonna roll for a 5% chance. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Yep.
This is Reynold. I swear to God. They called us horse thieves. We're wanted by the order. We're war criminals.
You got 5 more.
Please help. This is real.
Will you please make a charisma check, Reynold?
Not good at these.
I don't know if you want to roll high or low on this.
I got a 12.
Interesting. Reynold, if that is you, I am trapped in madness. I have been battling these things for, it seems like years. When is the last time we were together?
She's trapped in madness, battling things.
Yeah, it's probably pandemonium or something. It's one of the weird ones.
Hey, ask her to be more vague, okay?
All right, last time we saw her,
man.
Reynolds starts flipping through. He takes his journal back. Give me that. He starts flipping through.
Hey, it worked. Don't be mad at me.
No, it kind of worked.
She says she's been there for years?
Yeah, there's probably some time dilation stuff going on.
Oh, really? Is that how these things work?
I'm assuming. I would ask Mordecai, but he's too busy studying in his books. He's not really paying attention. But no, I think that's how it works. I could ask my god if you want me to. They probably know. Ring them up. Only cost me a spell slot. Last time we were together. Well, Jules, you got anything?
It was
It was a while back.
It was a while back. It was a little while back. It was when we had just finished with the issue with the whole thing at Green Acres, I believe, and we were. I'm trying to remember what we were like on our way to the next thing, but I can't remember what.
It was a war with the Slatty, you know?
Yeah.
And then Amaranthe and Barthok were like bartering out.
We got together with Amaranthe and Barthok. We met up with them, and it was while we were after we had paired up with them that Therezessa went missing.
Then we lose her.
So the last time we saw each other would have been when after we had paired up with Amaranthe and Barthok. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys would make intelligence checks, please.
I feel like this was pre-Colt, you know? Oh, I got that 20, 21.
I got a 19. We smart.
It was just before then. That's right. You recall.
Okay.
You all ran off to take care of a bit of business, and then Mordecai also has Therezessa's journal here, and it mentions that after you all left, she went to investigate Green Acres for herself.
That's right.
So we went out to go take care of business, and she went to go investigate Green Acres. And then...
Yes, Bartok took you all to the Gelida Coles, the Sacred Hills, and she was quite pleased because she, that was the original purpose of your all's quest. She wanted to investigate that region.
Okay, so we'll just say
I'll tell her that we split off. We went to the Sacred Hills with Barthok. You went to investigate Green Acres. We couldn't find you. And that'll be it.
Moments pass and you hear what is Therezessa's voice, but it sounds strained, tired. Yes, I remember now. There are so many voices that have been telling me so many things. It is good to hear you.
Okay. All right. Give me back my book.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take part of our prior message, which is how can we help? I'm writing this down. I'm not sending it just yet. So the message was, any way to get to you? How can we help? How do we enter the stone? I feel like that's a good question. How can we help? How do we enter the stone? Anything we need to bring? It's not a good part of it, right? Feel free to chip in here. If you got anything else you want to say hi or something.
No. That sounds good.
I mean, we have a way out, as far as we know. It's just getting into the problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got the
thing.
Or Mordecai has the
thing.
plane
Yeah.
ship. Yeah.
So that's our way out.
Could we use that to get in?
No, we would have to do it by random chance, and that can go south pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's
if it even will go in there. I mean, it's like one of the bunch of different places we could go, but I think this is more like a contained area.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on that radar.
I think it would be hard without being familiar with where she is. It sounds like she doesn't quite know herself. Philip chips in.
Okay.
I can't scry on her, unfortunately, which would be great to do, but
yeah,
it doesn't go through different planes.
Okay, well, so then we We figure out our way in, and then we have a way out. So that's good, at least. And maybe when she answers, she can give us some clues on how to get in there.
Okay, so the message I have right now, I haven't filled it out yet, but how can we help? How do we enter the stone? Anything we need to bring? You think of anything else to add to that?
No, I think that's pretty straightforward.
Okay. All right, I'm going to cast Sending. I've had to upcast it. So I am now on my down to 1 4th level spell slot and 1 5th level spell slot. So potentially I can like cast this 2 more times. We're gonna roll. Okay, got a 1. Great.
You don't get like advantage on that for upcasting?
No, unfortunately
Okay.
not. I'm sorry.
Hold a shot.
There's this description if you want to read it.
No.
I guess I'll have.
Moments pass. There's no answer.
Try
Damn
again. It's weird.
Make it
It's
happen
weird
again.
Do you have? I mean, do you have the strength? Can you do it anymore? I know we're bleeding
Get
dry
pretty
over
up there. I might have to go take another 8-hour nap again here pretty soon.
Reynold's probably got a death grip on his holy symbol. He's sweating.
Please let this work. I got one more chance after this. I'm casting again at 4th level. Same message as before.
There you go.
Now can we help? How do we enter the stone? Anything we need to bring?
And there is a moment's pause as if the spell had failed again, and then you hear,
Ah, goddamn.
"What stone?"
Oh, this is not.
And is that it? I've clocked 6 spell slots into this one conversation, and she's just giving me one-word
And we get
answers
one
back.
Please try not to use meta spell slot discussion.
Okay.
Transfer to your in-game feels.
Reynold he's sweating bullets. He's frustrated. He's slamming a nail.
All right.
Please get my man another drink here. It's over.
She said,
Reynold.
"What stone?"
We gotta take a. Okay. Here's what we know. Okay. Red, save the rest of your strength, okay, buddy, just in case. Let's keep some reserve.
All that I have
we
left.
We're not gonna cast anything. We're not gonna
Can't even cast
try this
Revivify
anymore
now.
today. We're not gonna try this anymore today. Okay.
Yes, don't exhaust yourself further.
Yeah, clearly she doesn't even know where she is. So she's not going to be able to give us the answers that we need. So we have to find someone who can.
Let me riddle you this, Jules and Fellet. I can commune as a ritual, which means I can save my strength to just take a bit longer, and I can ask Bahamut some 3 questions, get a good answer, truthful answer in reply, but they might not know the answers, though. That would be the issue. But I could ask something along the lines of, is there a way in that we haven't seen? And something else like, and if I get a yes, I'll ask, it has to be yes or no, which is the sucky part.
Maybe the first question should be, is Fellet within the stone?
Fellet?
Therezessa.
Or I'm sorry, Therezessa.
That's okay.
Turn over to Fellet. Are you in the stone?
I hope not.
Just let's make sure we're barking up the right tree.
We're all
That's
in
all.
the stone. Okay, so I should ask,
We're all in the
Are
stone,
you-
man.
is Therezessa in the stone? That'll be question 1.
Yeah.
So let's make a flow chart here. If I get a yes answer, what's my second question?
How can we?
Has to be yes or no.
How? Oh yeah.
Do we know the way in?
Do we know the way in? Yeah. There you go.
And that'll narrow it down. Because if it says yes, then we're going to rack our brains forever until we figure out what it is. And if we get a no, that means we have to search for it.
Okay. I think we get a no. Then the next question is how do we know how to get her out? Maybe if we can't get in, maybe we can get her out.
So is she in the stone? Yes. Do we know how to get in? Yes. We figure out whatever question it is. No is we know how to get her out. What happens if she's not in the stone? What are the next two questions that we go for? Is she on this plane?
Yeah, I would say, is she on this plane? And then you thought she was on Pandemonium based on how she described it. So maybe
I can't remember them exactly, but it's like some weird thing out there.
It did sound a bit like that.
Okay, so maybe if the answer is no, she's not in the stone. Maybe ask her, is she on Pandemonium? Is she in Pandemonium? I don't think she's on this plane. I feel like that's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
And if she is, I could just cry on her, and we can figure that out easy peasy.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's here. She says fighting stuff for years.
What seems like years.
Okay. In the stone? No. Is she in this plane? Or is she in Pandemonium? Yes. What do we do then? Because I want to make the most out of this. Because if I cast it again, chances are my questions are going to get not very good replies afterwards.
Listen, you are the most meticulous spellcaster I've ever seen. I respect it.
I'm trying my best here.
Hey. You're doing great, buddy.
I'm the only one that's got great, any line of communication to anything ever.
I know. You're killing it, man.
I would love to be amazing. Like...
You're amazing. You're good. All
right. Okay.
Ask Reynolds. If you should save her.
Yeah.
If we should save her?
Yes, if she's in Pandemonium.
Should we save her? Yeah. I mean,
I feel like I feel like she would have an answer to a lot of our questions if we saved her.
That's true.
You know how to solve all of our problems.
Maybe since we have to do this whole thing as like a ritual and stuff, maybe we wrap up our brunch here and head back up to the room to let you focus on this.
Yeah, let me think about this. Hold on.
And while Reynold decides upon the specifics of the questions that he will ask Bahamut, let's take a break from the adventure, and we'll get drinks, food, and we'll reconvene in 14 minutes. Okay, take a good break here. I'm gonna eat.
I'm really gonna make a flow chart, and I need a pencil.
Perfect.
I love it.
And the adventure will continue. Put you on the spot here, Chris. It was going to be you and I for a moment, but now it's just going to be you as I step away to find my wallet for my wife real quick. You're live. Go.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to the Heroes Era. We just took a little break after we did some plotting and scheming and attempting to communicate with Therezessa on another plane, and kind of talked ourselves into circles and spent all of Reynold's spell slots. But we're back. Hey, real quick, while I've seized control of the stream, I would like to mention that the Heroes Era is now also on the TikToks. So if you're TikToking, you can find us on the Heroes Era at the Heroes Era. We have every video that we have up so far is absolutely perfect. We have one, but it is hilarious. And
so far, our succession rate is 1 out of 1, which is 100%.
I mean, last I checked, we have 4 subscribers, and only one of those is my mom. So we are killing this game.
We're cooking.
The math don't lie.
Yeah, it's a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody starts somewhere.
Check us out over there, though. We're gonna be posting like fun clips of the the session, as Chris said.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a little more active and get some more stuff on there, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I hope to also like for the break here, I want to clip some of the questionnaires that I just posed to you guys, and maybe do some clips for the extended break in the middle of the session. Give something to watch while we're gathering our wits and whatnot. So
yeah, we need some bonus features for the DVD menu. I get you.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? That would be hilarious, but so much work and so much time. Is just like how they do for like old like series. We dub over commentary on ourselves, where we have like the actual audio way low and we're talking over it, but we have like nothing to add though.
just us going, oh yeah, I remember that.
Just 3 straight hours of us being like, oh yeah,
like
that
a
was
director's
a cool move.
cut. Oh
yeah.
Just insert random clips of us saying things like that.
Just get real pretentious about it. Like so my motivation here, I felt that my character as a person
you do real clickbaity like cast reacts to a session whatever.
You won't believe what these characters had to say about each other behind the scenes.
Right. Well, we are back. This is the Heroes era.
Oh,
and we'll just jump right back into the game here. I know you all were, as Chris said, trying to figure out how to petition Bahamut regarding this matter.
Yeah, I got Fellet to sign it. I got Jules to sign it. I signed it. Julia signed it. My little bird that might be So I got a piece of paper here where I physically wrote down a flowchart because it would seem too complicated to do in a Google Doc. And I got a dialogue tree for Bahamut after casting Commune.
And we went back up to the room to do this.
So I like to imagine everyone's gathered around in Reynolds' room, and he has a circle set up of just miscellaneous stuff. Some like little bits of incest, not a lot. Like a ring of water that he considers holy water because he's touched it and he thinks it's blessed. And he starts to ritually cast Commune. So I'm 11 minutes later. Reynold now has a direct line to Bahamut. For the folks at home, just so you know how the spell works, I contact a deity or divine proxy, and I ask up to 3 questions that can be answered yes or no. And I get a correct answer that I believe is truthful, but the being that I'm contacting can say unclear if the DM feels like that divine being wouldn't know.
Let's have the questions, my friend.
Okay. Question 1. Is Therezessa in the stone?
Yes.
That's good. Do we know how to get into it without the amulet?
I don't know the way in.
Can we get her out of it right now with what we have?
I don't know.
All right. Well, that's it.
Okay.
But she is in there.
She's in the amulet. She's in the stone. So that's
she's in the stone, which we
at least
we kind of knew, but it's good to have confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay. Have we tried messing with it at all?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can I just try something just really kind of weird?
Go for
and wild?
it.
Oh, let's.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the stone and I'm gonna
excited?
sit down and I'm excuse me. Sorry. I'm gonna take the stone and I'm going to sit. I'm saying all of this out loud, by the way. I'm literally describing to them what I'm doing. That way, if it works, they know what I did. So I'm gonna take the stone. I'm gonna sit down here, just sit on the floor like crisscross, and I'm just gonna kind of hold the stone and I'm gonna look at it and just see if I can just sort of like. Seems one of those things where you just like can like just focus on it and like I don't know. I am fully making it up as I go because Jules genuinely does not have an idea, but he's thinking maybe he can just like
Jules, you're kind of
will it to
staring
turn
at it.
on in some sort of a weird way.
Sure. Would you please make an Arcana check for me?
Oh yeah, that'll go well. Hey, that's a lucky 13.
You focus intently on this, and you are not trained in Arcana, correct?
No, I am not.
And you're focusing and perhaps thinking about the words or what Therezessa sent to you as a message or sent to Reynald. And the stone begins to feel warm for a moment, and then the warmth subsides.
Okay, I did something.
Mhm.
Like something happened. It got warm, like noticeably warmer.
Oh.
Not just like it was trying to do something.
Now, here's the thing. I would try, but I'm pretty tired from all the communication with her. Now, I don't know how much time we've got relatively. I mean, I could try focusing on it if you want. If I get sucked into that thing, I'm probably dying, but that's probably going to be the case anyway.
Okay.
You know what? Just give it here.
No. Wait. No, you're right. I shouldn't have done that because you all would have had to come in there after me, and you're not ready to do it. I'm sorry. I forgot how exhausted we've already got you, Red.
It's been
Why don't
breakfast.
we? I have an idea. Let's do this. Let's take a little break. Okay, and then let's take the day to day. Maybe we can ask around a little bit, see if there's any like scholars or mages or anything of that sort where we could maybe we can do a little info search. See if we can find anything about teleportation type artifacts or pocket dimension stuff. and then we get a good rest, and then we try this again in the morning when everyone's fresh.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
I mean, I recognize that is probably going to translate into years of battle and torture for Therezessa, but like,
Ain't no good if we die.
Exactly.
Well, no time like the present. And Reynolds gonna go down into the tavern proper. He's gonna stand up. He's gonna find a table near the back of the room somewhere that is unoccupied. How occupied is it right now? Like, how is it like filled to the brim with patrons, or is it like the wee hours? Like, there's not that many people in here.
Sure. Well, excuse me. As time has gone on, you hear rumblings throughout the tavern of the dangers on the streets growing as the city has been, recently occupied by spiders and demonic spider creatures. So there is a small, group of people here, a good number of them also staying in the tavern. There wouldn't be, those patrons that you would be used to seeing just visiting the bar. These would be people who are staying there overnight, and you've become familiar at least with seeing the same group.
I assume, the bartender is there. Was there... Do I recognize any groups of dwarves that are hanging around, or is it like fresh faces that I haven't seen before?
Well, as a matter of fact, you see the dwarf from the night before, who you had offered to join you in battle, but was not at all interested and had slammed the door in your face. There he is in the tavern, enjoying another drink.
Hey, you! And Reynolds walks over. and kind of sits.
I won't be chasing devils with you.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll do all that. You follower of Bahamut by chance? It's okay if you're not. It's not like I'm not trying to convert you or anything.
That's a very strange question to ask.
Don't worry, it'll get stranger. Are you a follower of Bahamut? Yes, no?
I have good respect for the Platinum Dragon. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you know how to get into, like, Pandemonium?
Yeah, your devils, your pandemoniums.
No, we already killed the devil. I'm trying to get into Pandemonium.
Let me order you a drink then for killing the devil, and another one for going to Pandemonium.
No, I'm dead. I'm trying to get the Pandemonium. I know I'm smiling right now.
It's going to be a lot of drinks till Pandemonium, my friend. You got a long way to go.
All right, never mind. Jules, you're up.
When Reynold comes back and sits back down at the table, I'm not even gonna look at him. Just have a sip of my drink and just say, "You do remember that we're not going to Pandemonium, right?"
No. Well,
Reynold, you're so tired.
I'm sad now.
You should eat a spell, have a drink.
I just grab another ale and just start drinking. It's like the worst week of my life. That's not true. Second worst week of my life.
Reynold, can I ask you?
Yeah. You got a question for me?
Yes.
So incredibly tired.
I know. It is something of an elephant in the room, or should I say a canary?
Oh yeah. What about it?
Yes.
It's Julia.
Have you taken Julia to the Temple of the Light in Trikeshnia?
No, it slipped my mind. I was focused on talking to Bahamut himself.
No, of course, and slaying devils and the like.
Yeah, it's been busy. I guess I could do that. Hell, that might be a better response than random bar patrons.
Maybe, just maybe. For a second there, I thought you were going to ask about my family, and I was like, whoa, how do you know that, first of all? And second of all, not a discussion. Okay, well, we don't have to touch on that while you're tired.
Reynold gets up. I'm going to go talk to the people in the temple. You guys have fun. Julia, come on.
What? I don't know if you should be going alone, Reynold. It's become quite dangerous out there, and you are very exhausted.
I'm delirious. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Jules?
Yeah. Red, let's take a little,
like, swing.
No.
Take a breath, friend.
Yeah.
Oh, my lungs, they ain't working right.
Just, I thought that maybe the bird would prefer a different habitat instead of, your kind of cluttered room.
Do you want me to
cage?
I ain't letting this thing out of my sight. It likes the cage, first of all. Okay, an old man in a street told me to keep this bird safe and not let it out of my sight, and I intend to do that.
I see.
And he told me a prophecy also, but, that's how things usually are. Well, yes, Jules, sorry, I've, spoke over you, 4 times in a row.
Nope, you're good. Good.
Okay, all right, what? Did I say something I wasn't supposed to?
No, you're fine.
Cool. Okay, good.
You're fine.
I don't know how much worse it can get.
I'm gonna look over at Mordecai and be like, do you have any good I know you got books, but do you have any a nice work of fiction that our friend here can take up to his room and enjoy reading and take a little rest?
Mordecai has the perfect book for Reynold.
Reynold takes it. I can't read this. It's an Elvish. Mordecai, you're going to have to get me another one. Did it translate into Dwarvish, maybe?
What kind of book would you like to read, Reynold?
Come on, Reynold. I don't know. Something not boring.
Well, nonetheless, if Reynold is going to take a nap, I have some business to tend to, says Fellet.
Yeah, sure. You want to just meet us here in the morning?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to help Reynold get back up to his room. Maybe make sure he has like some water and some and like a little tray of snacks. Get him like a little charcuterie board type of setup from the bar.
Reynolds got like a pillow under his head and on his feet.
We've got his feet elevated.
He's tucked
got
in.
him chilling.
Oh, this is comfy.
Yeah. It's basically like if it were modern day, he'd be watching The Price is Right. Like that kind of setup. Anyway, and once I get him situated, make sure he's good and safe and everything.
I hope I don't get murdered in here.
Again, Psychic Link is up, so you have any problems, you just give me a mental holler. And I'll be right here. I'm going to go take care of some business, okay? And I'm going to probably spend most of the day up on the rooftops sniping spiders. Not like engaging in any direct combat, but just sort of like if I see them like harassing people or attacking anybody, just sort of some quick little sneak attacks from behind and then vanishing. See the town guard fighting off some, just like pop out and sap a couple and dip,
Sure. And Jules, you make your way onto the streets of Trikeshnia. And, of course, it is dark because the golden dragon has not been flying and bringing light to the realm. And there are many spiders, plenty of them for you to hunt, large ones also. And as you're doing so, you find this sport easy, and perhaps are even enjoying it.
Definitely enjoying it. It's not
And as you go about town racking up your spider kill count, there is you hear a loud commotion in the building to the right of you, and you hear the breaking of glass, the smashing of wood, and screams of people from inside.
Okay. I stealthily rush over to the building, and is there like a window or anything where I can like see inside?
There sure is, yes.
Okay, I'll look inside and see what's going on.
Okay, and as you approach the window, you see it's been smashed, and there's a large opening in the glass, and you see that the door to this place has been smashed open, and inside you see hulking figures like apes. They seem to be just breaking everything within the place until they come to what seems to be a locked chest. And this happens in just a matter of moments. And one of these beasts hoists the chest onto its shoulder and uses a bar to just swing itself towards the opening, directly towards you, Jules. And these monstrous beasts have enormous forearms, and again, they seem like gorillas, but perhaps a demonic gorilla.
Crap. They're running off with his chest?
Yes, actually, the entrance that you have chosen to approach seems to be the very entrance that they are going to be using to make their exit.
Okay, I will quickly get out of their way and hide so that I don't get trampled in the process.
Okay, will you please make a stealth check?
Yeah. It's 28.
Ah, very good.
And then I'm also going to, again, trying to stay hidden, I'm going to follow them.
Okay. And you dive behind a small flower bed. That it's amazing that this would provide enough cover for a full-grown person, but somehow, Jules, you find stealth there. And these three creatures go barreling past you, grunting, and there's a sickening smell about them as they pass. And the wind from their passing almost makes you vomit. And then they continue down the darkened street, and you give chase or pursuit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm also, because I've got the psychic link going, so I'm going to reach out to everyone and tell them, just saw these demon gorilla creatures ransacked a place and took a chest. It looks like something important. I'm staying out of sight, but following them. I want to see where they take this. I'm at, and I'll give a description of where I'm at in relation to the tavern.
Okay.
And
will you make for me an intelligence check to describe your location, or to recall your exact location here quickly?
Oh, didn't mean to do that with advantage, so it would be an 8.
Okay.
I don't have anything. Okay. Yep, it's just an 8.
Okay. You hear the voice of Fellet respond, "Okay, I'll be there."
You want me to get out of bed?
No. Reynald, you stay put unless I tell you that we need you.
It's warm.
Yeah. Fellet, just please be ready. I don't want to necessarily engage unless we have to, but I might need backup because of who I am as a person. Okay.
So I should get out of bed. Oh, no. All right. I'm going to go back to reading now. Good luck, Jules. I hope you don't die. If you do, let me know. I'll come collect you in 10 days' time.
And Jules, going down the empty street is easy, but again, it is empty. And if you wish to try to stay out of sight of these creatures, you'll need to make another stealth check if you are intending not to be seen.
That is definitely my intention.
There is a chaos to their movements as they run about looking in every which way, so you will need to move carefully and quietly along the perimeter of the street.
So it's not a great roll. It's just a 30.
Oh.
All right.
That's all.
Cool it.
Oh, Ben's gonna kill this character any minute now, so I'm gonna enjoy it.
He's like, strangely enough, they have a 30 passive perception.
They have a 30. They rolled a 32.
That's crazy.
As you follow these creatures, breaking storefronts, smashing signs and street lamps to the ground, just having a general monsters ball, making a party of it. You see kind of a growing light as you walk down the street, a prevailing light. Here the buildings are large, 2 and 3 stories and crammed together. And like I said, they are lit by street lamps. But this light seems brighter than the light that these street lamps would provide. And as you're following these demonic creatures, you round a street corner and you see a tower. And this tower seems to illuminate the city around it for at least a block or two. And you see that it towers into the sky with many windows, and it has a stained glass depiction, an artistic depiction of a golden dragon made out there. You would probably infer that this is the Temple of the Light of Trikeshnia. And as you follow these beasts who have been carrying this chest, one of them has at least, their eyes perk up, and you see that their gaze goes directly to this temple also. And the doors of this temple are standing wide open, as if to invite anybody who may need respite or what have you. And as the beasts do gaze upon this, the one with the chest takes it and simply smashes it upon the ground. The chest breaks open, and copper and silver and trinkets and jewelry go scattering into the street, with some fine cloths. And these 3 demonic figures barrel forward towards the Temple of the Light.
Just they're barreling forward in the same just destructive, chaotic way that they've been barreling through town.
Yes, except they seem to have been excited by the sight of this temple and the welcoming of its open doors. And you see that they have taken notice of this and are headed directly there.
Shoot. damn it. Psychically to everyone. Red,
It was.
come save your temple.
Oh, I'm gonna mess some people up. All right.
And how far away am I from these creatures?
So this temple is in something of a square, and there are gardens in front of it, with paved pathways. It seems like it would be something of a nice park in normal circumstances. And you see this temple a couple 100 feet away in this large plaza.
Okay. So I'm a couple 100 feet away from the.
They would probably be halfway to the temple from where you are. So perhaps we could say they have 100 feet on you, and it's 200 feet to the temple from you.
Okay.
And so we'll break from you for 1 second to give you a moment to think.
Okay.
And actually, Reynold, you've just received this news from Jules. What do you do?
Oh, I get out of this very comfy bed. I go grab the sword of sharpness, which I've attuned to. I've dropped the ring of warmth.
Okay.
I figured it would be good to have a actually magical weapon at this point, and not just a hammer that's non-magical. So I'm leaving my hammer behind. I got the sword of sharpness on me, and I am just barreling towards last known description. I'm asking for directions on how to get there, and I'm booking it.
Okay.
They're messing with my people. I can't abide by this. Absolutely.
And you rush out of the tavern and shout to the barkeep, asking for directions. Temple of the Light. You've heard this name. Fellet asked you about it just within the last couple of hours, so you would recall the name of the temple. And the barkeep says, northwest on the main boulevard, and you'll see a light start turning corners to the right.
All right, thank you so much. And he starts gunning it.
Sure, and you rush out into the street, and you go the way that the barkeep had instructed, and from behind you, you see Fellet running to catch up. I was going completely the wrong way. Right, Reynold.
Come on.
And so she catches you quickly, and the two of you rush off to find Jules. Now, Jules, will go back to you and the scene at hand as these demons approach the Temple of the Light.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to. I have to. They're not going to get here in time. Okay, so they're about 100 feet away from me, so I'm going to use my action. Or no, excuse me. I'm gonna use my movement, my 30 feet up, and then I'm gonna use a bonus action dash to move up 10 feet, so I'm 60 feet away from them, and I'm going to throw a psychic blade at the one that's in front of the charge.
Okay, let's have everybody roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
Got 16 as well. Boo.
Unless I spell it.
Oh. Yay.
Woo.
I'm sorry, give me one moment, please.
I have no 3rd level or 4th level spell slots. But I got everything else. I'm going to bring the pain. Just don't get hurt, and we should all be good. Okay, guys?
Problem solved.
Yeah?
Sounds great.
If you do die, I can get you back. It'll be expensive, but I can get you back. then you'll be feeling it.
Okay. My apologies. Please explain what you were doing again, Chris.
Rushing up to close enough distance so I'm 60 feet away, and then I'm going to throw a psychic blade at the lead devil ape.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. Does that count as hidden since I'm coming from behind? They don't see me coming?
Yes, they are not
cool.
aware of you, and you successfully made your last stealth check.
Okay, so it's a 29 to hit.
That will hit.
So it's going to be a total of 27 damage, including the sneak attack. And as I throw, I'm just gonna yell as I throw the blade, just to try to draw the attention of all of them. Just like, hey, pow! Keep your filthy paws off my temple, you damn dirty apes! And then I'm gonna turn and use the remaining 20 feet of movement to start running away. Actually,
okay.
not immediately. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to wait. And if they turn to come for me, then it's going to be one of those like, oh shit.
I see.
I gotta get out of here. For reference.
As you
Julia
tag one
is
of these monsters with magic, it looks behind itself quickly, surveying the courtyard, and sees the source of the magic immediately. It turns around, slowly stalking towards you. The other two, in their frenzy, continue towards the temple. And let's... Reynold and Fellet will join the situation shortly, but they will need to travel a distance before they make it to where this is happening. Reynold, will you roll for me a D4, and we're going to add 1 to this.
Okay. I'm hoping for a 1. That's a 4. All right.
Okay.
Well.
Oh, man.
Oh.
What have I done?
I'm so tired. I'm so tired running. So comfy. Got me out of bed.
Bring a shovel.
Well, Jules, the one ape demon or whatnot is stalking back towards you. As you said, you were going to wait to see what would happen and then run if they were coming for you. Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I think with what I had to do to get within range, if I did my math right, I've got just 20 feet of movement left.
Okay.
So I can't go too far, but I will go that far.
And you worked yourself into being 60 feet away from them, right? So now you'll be 80 feet from them?
So it'd be 80 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you see this giant ape, its forearms bulging, and it begins to run rapidly towards you, using its arm to pull itself forward to gain momentum, and it leaps through the air and is suddenly vanishes from sight. You hear a loud thud next to you and a deep hulking breath. But you don't see the creature, you just know that it must be right near you.
This isn't good.
The other two continue towards the Temple of the Light, much more interested in that than you, it would seem. And so we'll have Fellet and Reynold continue to try to get to the location. And Jules, we'll come right back to you then. And this creature has leapt across the plaza and is no doubt just on your heels.
Okay. So in relation to everything else, so the I know I can't see them, but where I heard and felt the thud, generally speaking, is it like in between me and the temple, or beside me, or behind?
Yes, because as you turned or made to make your way away from these beasts, this one is essentially chasing you down, so you would feel it kind of hot on your trail here.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do several things in this round that are probably stupid.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to, because I can't see him, but I know he's there. But the thing is I'm trying to save the temple right now. So squaring up with this guy one-on-one is not going to, like, I've got to slow the other ones down too. So I'm going to sort of like make a diving roll, just like 5 feet to one side.
Okay.
Let's say to the right.
Okay.
Why not? And as I come out of that roll, I'm going to use my my bonus action for a psychic teleportation blade.
Okay.
So I'm going to teleport 40 feet away. I'm going to throw my blade, and where it lands, I teleport to.
Okay.
That's my bonus action, which is perfect because that'll put me about 40 feet away from the other two.
Well, I think there's a bit of confusion on that point. And
no, because they've already moved.
They have moved their full movement. So they're at least 150 feet away from you or so, from your original position.
Shoot, okay. Which, and that makes sense, because I would turn, heal, and run.
Right.
Not
Only the one
fast
took interest is right with you, and the
I
other
would have
two
rolled,
just kept
teleported,
going.
popped out, and been like, oh, crap. And so I will, so they were like 150 feet away, so I'm not going to be able to close that, I don't think. Yeah, I'll use my movement, so that'll get me 30 feet. So that'll get me 70 feet. So I'm still 80 feet away from them. I guess I'll use my action to dash too, and that'll get. I won't have any more moves, but I'll close the distance. And I'll just keep sort of trying to catch up with them, I guess.
Okay, so that was 40 teleportation, 30 move,
40
and
teleportation,
30 for dash.
and then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 100 feet covered.
Okay.
Around.
So technically speaking, for spells and whatnot, they'll be 60 feet away at this point.
Right. Okay. Well, until they move on their turn now.
And so you have tried to teleport back to, take the attention of these other two monsters. The one that was hot on your heels stops, confounded, or it must, because that would be the only thing such a creature would do. And there's a moment of silence, and then you hear kind of its distant panting as it begins coming in your direction. But the beast is still invisible. It seems to kind of growl and breathe recklessly, though, somewhat giving away its position.
Kind of makes it worse, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Jules, it is your turn to act.
Actually, as we're running over there, do I have an idea of how long it'll take me to get there? For the purposes of a concentration spell.
Okay.
That lasts 10 minutes.
Sure, you're within a minute of getting to the temple, and actually as you're approaching, you're beginning to see the light that this temple radiates, so you're very close now.
Okay, then just retroactively I'm going to cast as a first level, unless I can do it more. No. As a first level, I'm going to cast Protection, Evil, and Good on myself, and then that'll be it. Okay. And I'll have that active for when I get into combat. And that'll be it until I run up to Jules.
Okay, very good. And Jules, then go ahead, please.
Okay. I'm going to keep rushing forward. Can I?
Yes,
no, go
I
ahead.
apologize. I meant to explain. The other two demonic ape-like creatures disappear into the temple, and you hear shouts, screams from within, the breaking of glass.
The other one's still invisible.
Yes. You can hear it kind of trying to gain on your position. You're sure it's spotted you, but it's not yet near enough to strike.
Okay. I'm going to take a hard left and run just sort of away from the temple. And you know what? I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hard left. I'm gonna run 30 feet. I'm gonna do a bonus action dash, and then I'm gonna cover that 60 feet, and I'm gonna turn hard on my heel and hold an attack for if this thing becomes visible within my range. I'm also listening very, very keenly to see if I to hear to make sure that it's still coming in my direction.
Okay. And so you try to take an evasive maneuver to gain a better vantage point to attack this monster from, and you hear its pursuit as it chases you. You feel it gaining on you, but it doesn't appear yet.
I'm just trying to kite it away from the temple, so...
Sure. It doesn't seem to have quite caught you, although you hear its hulking breath almost looming over you. And inside the temple, the chaos continues, and you continue to hear the destruction being wrought within. Reynold, you turn the corner, and you and Fellet are side by side as you're rushing forward. And as you turn the corner, you see not only the brilliance of the Temple of the Light of Trikeshnia, you also see Jules across the plaza with, looking feverishly about as if ready to attack or strike at any moment. And we place Jules about 150 feet or so from you. And you hear the screaming from within the Temple of the Light as well. And you begin to hear the sounds of breaking glass and wood being smashed.
I quickly say to Fellet, go help Jules. I'll take care of the things in the temple. If it gets bad, I'll call you over. And my objective is to go into the temple, and that's what I'll do with my turn action.
Okay.
Dash, whatever it takes to get me in there.
Sure. And so you can close about, we're talking about 60 feet to the temple, or 50?
50. I'm dwarf.
Right. Get those short legs. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You have a little way to go to get to the temple. The plaza we said was about 200 feet across as you came into view of the temple, so that'll be the amount of distance that you'll need to cross there. Fellet begins moving off to the left towards Jules, and you hear her beginning to chant words of magic. And Jules, it is your turn.
I can still hear this thing bearing down on me, but I can't see it.
Right.
Okay. Okay. This sucks real bad. I'm gonna, as I see Fellet making her way towards and Reynold running towards the temple, I'm going to just yell out loud, big, invisible monsters. And then I'm going to now running straight back again, kind of towards the direction of the temple, but not directly to the temple. So I'm kind of doing like a zigzag around the area. I'm going to turn and just keep running and keep trying to kite this thing away. And I will do a full. I'm just going to do a full 90-foot sprint, action, bonus action, movement.
Trying to go towards the temple.
Right.
Okay.
Well, sort of like parallel to it, not necessarily directly like into the temple, but I don't want to get too much farther away from it either.
Okay. And as you dash off, you begin to hear grunting behind you from this demonic ape.
What is he doing?
But actually, Reynold, you're next, my friend.
Still dashing.
Just trying to go towards the temple, and you see Jules starting to head that way as well. And Fellett's kind of like navigating between the two of you, keeping her eyes out for this demon, what have you.
Yeah, I don't have any spells I could use. I guess I'll say just as a reaction, because what else am I going to do? I'm going to prepare a Toll the Dead on whatever, if I can see something within range, which is 60 feet, so probably nothing. But running, movement, action to dash, that's preparing. Wait, if I prepare action, I can't dash, right? If I remember correctly.
Right, because
dashing
the
is
dash would use your action.
Okay,
yeah.
And X-nay on it, S-nay. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to keep running.
And you feel hastened by the magic of Fellet.
Oh, nice.
Well, you know what that means. I'm going the rest of the distance.
So your speed will be doubled, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? Is that correct? Yeah.
Ace,
So,
pretty much.
You basically have 50 more feet to get to the temple, which would be one more move, action, or whatnot on your next turn. So, okay. And so you hear the magic of Fellet hastening you. And then you hear a more demonic sound, but you recognize this too as magic being cast from the battlefield. And the Barlgura appears and is chanting magic, and jewels from around your ankles as you go through a small park with actually very nice tulips growing. Weeds and vines sprout from around the tulips, and they begin to grasp at your legs. If you would, please make a strength saving throw.
Strength. Okay. Oh, did not mean to roll it. That's a 7 is what that is.
Okay, the vines grab you and begin pulling you down to the earth. You're unable to move of your own strength here. And you see the demonic ape walking forward towards you quickly, swiftly, closing about half the distance, grunting with satisfaction. And Fellet continues to run up by your side. Reynold, Jules, it is your turn to act.
Okay. Am I like fully restrained, or can I take my actions?
Yes, you are restrained. You can use your action to make a strength check to free yourself. Otherwise, you will continue to be restrained.
That's all I can do. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to throw a blade right now.
Not restrained in this matter if it requires a physical action.
No,
yes.
Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Then I'll try to break out. it has to be a strength check. Can it be an athletics check?
It will just need to be a strength check.
Okay. Can't blame a guy for asking.
Good try.
How about a 10?
You
No,
struggle and
I ain't
struggle,
gonna do
but the weeds still grasp you.
Okay. Then I will use the remainder of my turn to just stare down the Bulgura as it approaches.
Okay. And so as being restrained, you can take other actions, but it's going to just limit what things you can do because of, you not having control of your faculties, essentially. So
Yeah. I gotcha.
And then Fellet begins striding quickly towards you, Jules. She pulls a curved blade from her back.
Quick question. When the Bulgura appeared, was it close enough to Reynold was he within his range for his Toll the Dead that he was holding?
I wasn't holding it. I was just running.
You decided to just run instead. Okay.
Yeah, I was just running.
Sorry. Never mind.
Good question.
Continue.
No, that's all right. Thank you. Okay. And then, Reynold, it is your turn. You hear, Jules grasped by the magic behind you, kind of off to the left. I'd say you were both similar distances from the temple, perhaps, 30 feet away from each other.
Well, what I'm going to do... So, she's increased my movement speed, Fellet, but it's not like a proper haste thing, just so I know what I'm working with.
Oh, she cast haste upon you.
Okay, good. So, movement is speed.
The full effect.
The works. Okay, it's been a while since I've been hasted. I have to look this up. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Julia. I look over to the canary on my shoulder. Fly up in the sky about 50 feet. Don't let these guys get a hold of you.
Julia tweets affirmatively, darts into the sky, into like a little alcove. She disappears.
All right, cool. Well, now that she's safe, we're going to really do some shit here. Okay. I'm going to go to the temple, and I'm going to look through the door. Are the doors open?
The doors are still open, yes. And you rush forward, you can see the insides of the temple.
Any immediate threats?
You see two similar demonic ape creatures inside, smashing the furniture. There seems to be more than a dozen people inside, huddled beneath long tables that would be dining tables. And the apes are just making a party of it still, swinging from chandeliers, and one begins to gaze at the stained glass depiction of Shograflees that looms over the temple.
About how far away are they? If I were to use my haste action to dash, could I reach them?
Let me see. You could certainly reach, be adjacent to one of them if you were going to do that.
Case. Reynold, he's not thinking clearly. He's tired. He's low in energy. He's going to do what he was going to be able to... He's going to do what he's going to do best, and that is swing a weapon into something until it dies. So he's going to run through the door, use his haste action to get close to one of these weird gorillas, and he's going to take his sword of sharpness, and he's going to stab into one of these guys in hopes of hitting him. That's a 22 to hit.
That will hit. And if you would do me a favor and pull your token onto the map near this Barlgura, near the bottom part of the map, please.
Okay. It's good for visual reference. There we go. There I am.
You're so tiny next to him.
Yeah. Reno don't care. He angry. So I'm going to go in, slash at him with this sword. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 hits.
Okay. We're going to do 10 slashing damage against him once. Then, wow, it's been a while since I've used an actual weapon. I'm going to use War Priest to attack again as a bonus action. So I'm going to go and slice into it. I'm going to use War God's Blessing on myself to add 10 to that for a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
That's going to be 12 slashing damage on it. And I'm going to sit there and say, hey, you fucks, come over here. You're in my temple now. And that's going to be his turn.
The creature grunts and turns to you swiftly, just as it was picking up a pew to smash upon a hapless bystander. And he clenches his massive hands into fists. Sorry. And the creature will try
Are these guys
to strike you.
Fiends or infernal?
They are fiends.
They have attacks with disadvantage on me.
Okay.
And my AC is 19 from haste as well.
Okay. So this, their advantage will be negated. This will be a 22 to hit.
Okay, that will hit. Oh, this is bad. Didn't think that would go like that.
It'll take 11 damage from the Barlgura
Okay.
as it pummels you.
Now I make that con save for that. Okay. Protection's still up.
And from across the temple, the other one sees you approaching. It's I don't know if you'd call them friends, but brethren of some kind. And the creature quickly moves up to you, hulking over you as it swings around the pillar that reaches high into the ceiling. And Fellet is by your side as well. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have Jules. You'll act.
Okay. I didn't get smashed. Okay, great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I try to
only of what was in the? Thank you.
Good try.
The demonic beast that had cast its magic, trapping you, strides forward quickly and opens its gaping maw, revealing fangs dripping with blood and saliva. The creature tries to bite you for 15 to hit.
Miss.
Dang it.
Sounds so sad.
Okay.
Dang it.
Way to ruin my fun. No. Jules, it is upon you to act.
Okay. I'm going to try to get out again. That's all I can really do. How about a 16?
And you do fight your way free of the weeds and vines grasping at you.
Cool. All right, I'm going to spend another psychic die, and I'm going to do another teleportation. Shoot. Well, it's enough to get away. So I'm going to just fling it to the side, 20 feet out, sort of turning back in the direction I came from initially. So, like, just running in a big circle with this thing. 20 feet out to there. And it was my action to break free, right? Yeah. So, and then just my movement to run. So I'll get 50 feet away. And that's with the teleportation? Yeah. Right. No. I used my strength to escape, and then I teleported away. That's how I got the initial 20 feet. Yeah. and then went 30 feet from there. For now, yeah. But I am slowly like making my way back in that direction. Just go.
Jewel Fella seems unsure of what to do as she surveys the situation, but she listens to you as you bid her enter the temple. She does. This is tricky. I never made a fellet. I'm going to own up. I mean, I have a basic concept of what she is, but
Ben's like, I got this
gosh,
very bare bones outline of what this character does. And now I have to use them in combat.
Fella begins chanting magic, and darkness appears behind the Baragura and begins to spread and envelop them, and they're encased in magical darkness.
The ones in the temple?
Yes, I'm sorry. The ones in the temple in front of Reynald. So darkness does spread within the temple, and these beasts find themselves lost in it. And then we'll have Reynald.
Is it situated in such a way that I am still able to know where they're at, or am I also encompassed in darkness?
You recall exactly where they were. They're lost to your sight, but you know they're at either hand.
Okay. Reynald is going to... What was my plan? I had something planned out. I don't know what I was going to do. That's okay. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. We'll do that later. Reynald is just going to strike out at the one on his right that he has done some damage to. And he is going to use 3 attacks, one from haste, and the other one from his War Priest feature. All 3 attacks against the same guy with the Sword of Sharpness.
Okay.
1, 24, 15. I'm going to add 10 to that one, make it 25, and that will be my last one of those I can do. And then my final one as a bonus action, which would be a nat one.
Okay, 2 hits.
Okay. There's going to be 23 damage total on this one guy. And these are magical because of the sword.
Okay.
If that matters.
Thank you.
Do I get the sense that if I were to move, I would be able to not take an attack of opportunity? Because they're in darkness.
This darkness is like a wall. If you hadn't known where they were, you would have had no way of seeing them or perceiving them.
Okay. Then what Reynald is going to do is he's going to start going back outside of the temple. He's going to sit in the doorway and use his full movement from haste to get out of there. Now he's wondering if he's going to either get hit or if these things are just going to go back to smashing stuff. And he's just going to sit in the doorway for now. And that's going to be his turn.
Okay. And so you turn to see what the next move of these beasts will be. You see a giant arm swing out of the darkness, and then one stumbles forward. And as it does, it glimpses you, Reynald. It rushes forward, leaping through the air. And as it soars past the pillar, it opens its gaping maw. Fangs extended, it tries to bite you.
Reynolds got his shield up, ready to block this thing with his sword out. This is with
24.
disadvantage.
Okay, so 17.
That will miss.
Okay. And the beast kind of runs into the wall a bit with its momentum as you knock it aside with your shield. The mass of this thing almost sending you sprawling. And the other beast is right behind it.
Get off of me, foul creature. Not in this holy place.
It too leaps through the air, pulling its massive arms backward, flying head first, trying to bite you. A 12.
Reynold, after bashing the other one away, kind of sticks his shield in where its mouth is and kind of like headbutts it off of his shield to get him off of him.
Okay.
You will find no ground here.
And Jules, outside of the temple, you are doing your best to keep your distance from this creature. However, they've caught on to your game of teleportation, and so they spot you a little bit more easily this time, and again are just at your heels, slathering and breathing heavily upon you. But they can't quite catch up enough to take a swing at you. And Jules, it is your turn.
This isn't getting anything done, though. You said it's making its way to me, but it hasn't gotten there. It hasn't been able to catch up just yet.
It is basically right on your heels, but if it had tried to take a swipe at you, you would have been just too far away.
Okay. Well, let's do something dumb again. I'm out in broad daylight in the middle of nowhere. It's not like I can hide anywhere right now. So I'm gonna turn heel again. And as this thing is charging at me, I'm going to stand my ground, take a steady aim shot, and throw a blade in its face.
Okay.
Does the ground count as a rooftop by chance?
That's a it was a natural 20 for a 31 to hit. I think that'll do
You're
it.
the fucking dueling master, man. Come on. Leave you to have the one-on-one fights.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Oh my god. So that's 42.
Bahama. Look at that
56?
damage.
I think it's 56 points of damage. Did I do that math right? 42, 52, 354, 50. Yeah, 56.
Oh my goodness.
every time, it's just so wonderful to look at Ben's astonished face.
The beast is just licking its chops, just ready to eat you. Just enjoy this meal. And then you turn bravely to face it down. And as you loose your magic, it strikes true. And the beast is turned into a wisp of smoke and carried away into the darkness, gone, defeated, slain.
You hear a soft cry in the background. Ole.
Well, it's every ounce of my my economy to pull that shot off. So that's everything I can do. So
I'd say it was worth it.
So Jules is just standing there as that smoke whisks past him, just like panting, just like
Inhale some of it, like
And then he hears like a crash in the temple, and he's like, shit,
My leg!
to start to go back that way. But that's it. That's my whole turn.
Okay.
Whew.
Who's on first? Whose turn is it?
Fellet says, Reynold,
Yeah.
here, disappear. And she lays her hand on your shoulder, speaks a word of magic, and you turn invisible. The darkness in the room dissipates, and the full light of Shograflees is filling the temple. The depiction of Shograflees, that is. And you are invisible, and Fellet steps carefully back, almost moving like a shadow herself, and she is outside the doors of the temple, watching for you, waiting to see what happens next. Reynold, you're up.
I've got 2 technical questions.
Okay.
One, is my haste gone at this point?
Oh,
Because it is a concentration spell.
I wasn't thinking of that. Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll just spend my turn just hanging around. Because after...
Oh, yeah, you're incapacitated for a round.
Can't move or take action until its next
my
turn.
goodness.
Go invisible!
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so tired.
At least you're invisible.
Right, was kind of sits there, just
that.
tired.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, I misplayed
Quick
that.
nappy. Hey, you know.
I mean, I think
Reynolds
technically...
had a rough day.
Okay. Well then. Reynold, you disappear from sight. The 2 apes leering over you look about and swing at the air.
I like to think of it like I just black out for 6 seconds. Oh, dearie me.
Oh. 27. Hi-oh.
Yeah.
Hit, 14
Yeah.
misses, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they have advantage, but that's negated because you're invisible.
And protection.
Okay. And somehow one of these fists just smashes into you out of pure luck. You'll take 12 damage.
Okay, we're gonna make a con. 8. Protection is gone.
Oh, that didn't work very well at all. Oh.
Why?
Then, Jules, you're up.
Please.
Okay, how far away am I from the temple at this point, would you say?
You can move into the doorway if you wish.
Okay. I will... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll move towards the doorway, and I'll take a shot at the one that's right here in front of Reynold.
Okay.
Am I able to... I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll use my bonus action as I approach the door. Can I use a bonus action to hide, like kind of around the corner, so I can get...
Absolutely.
Actually, I don't even need to do that because Reynold's right there, so I get sneak attack even without it. So
very good, very good.
It is just a normal roll, but that's okay. So it'd be a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, for 23 points of damage total on that one.
And your magic is perfectly effective as it strikes this beast, and it too turns to a wisp of smoke and is slain and defeated.
Huh, neat. I guess I'll go ahead and I don't get to use this very often. Might as well. I'll throw an offhand one at the other one with my bonus action. for a 26.
Hits.
Cool. That is no, I can't. I can only do sneak attack once in a round. So, all right. So it'll be 11 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn. I guess I'll drag myself on here now. Now that I made it onto the map.
Reynold, are you all right? Fellet asks.
Come
Come back here. Come join us.
Reynold runs through the door, notices that one is gone, and saddles up to the next one. Mean mugs him right in the eye and says, "You don't belong here. Perish." And I'm going to cast Banishment at 5th level.
Uh-oh.
I could have done this from the beginning of the fight, but I decided to hold off on it. It's a charisma save of 17.
Yeah, big deal. Could have done it any time.
We could have,
Yeah,
but this was more fun. You won't sit here on this sacred ground. Now be gone! And Reynold is going to use the command word on the Sword of Sharpness to emit a 10-foot wide bright light that comes off of it as he goes in a swish motion against it and kind of like separates him in two as he gets banished.
Okay, very good. And you speak your magic, and the will of Bahamut is enacted. This creature's gone.
Not in my temple. Ugh.
Wow.
Well, Fellet, that haste was good until, in the end there.
Oh, I usually fight alone. I wasn't even thinking. What a fool I've made of myself.
That's all right.
It's okay, fella. It's fine. It's not like you did. It was just a misjudgment on the battlefield. It happens to the best of us. It's not like you did some horrific thing, like throw magical darkness into the temple of Shograflees or anything like that. Anything super disrespectful like that.
Yeah. I won't be hearing about that later.
Well.
Speaking of Shograflees,
you know why they call me the Shade, right?
I don't know, because you're where the light is.
I just thought it was because you were kind of shady.
There's those reasons, but because I'm darkness surrounded by the light. I think it is okay what I've done.
Oh, okay.
At least
you get a pass then.
I hope.
You get a pass.
Jules, please. Officially, I give you a pass.
Well, there you go then.
That's consecrate you. Holy you pass. Okay. I open the door to the outside and I call, "Julia, come here!" And I call down my bird from wherever it's at.
She comes down from the heights of the Temple of Shograflees.
Come on, we got some followers to look at, and I'm gonna go start running down towards these people that were hiding and see if all of them's okay. If anyone's hurt, I'll heal them.
Okay. There are some who are injured and who need tending to.
Come on, gather around, folks. Cleric of Bahamut. Come on through.
Psychically, I'm going to tell everybody the beasts were carrying a chest of some sort when they came in here. I'm going to go check out what was left of that and see if it was anything. And I'm going to go back outside to where they smashed that chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you said it was just like some loose coins and stuff. I just want to make sure that there wasn't anything else that they were looking for in that.
Okay. Will you make an investigation check, please?
Another lucky 13.
Okay. The garments in here seem to be of a fine make that would fetch them a good price on the market. And other than that, there are many coins on the street. And you've been so quick in this battle that nobody has come yet to scoop all these up. What must be someone's life savings, no doubt.
The place that they smashed up where they stole the chest from, how nice of a place was it?
Oh, it was on a very busy street, kind of off of the side of an alley. A very quaint, humble place.
Okay. I'm going to quickly. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm going to very quickly gather up as much of the coin and material as I can. Not the smashed chest remnants, of course, but just as much of that as I can, and pack it into a Oh, perfect. I have a patch on my robe of useful items that has 2 burlap sacks. I'll take those off, and I'm going to take one of those sacks. I'll roll one up and stuff it into the bag of holding, and I'll take the other one and use it to try to very quickly gather up this stuff.
Okay, very good.
And then I'll the place where it was taken from, it's not too far from the temple, right?
Right, you just tracked these beasts for a couple of blocks.
Okay. On the psychic link, I've got some stuff I need to return. It's just a couple blocks up the street. I'll be right back.
That's cool. I'm going to be showing these people their god.
Okay. We're both doing great things. That's awesome. And I'm gonna take that stuff back to the house that it was taken from.
Okay, very good.
And as I'm healing these people and I'm spending what magic I need to make sure they're all in tip-top shape, I'm gonna look over and I'm gonna point to my shoulder like, hey, you guys are all about light and stuff, right? You see this canary? Does that seem familiar to any of you?
The golden canary, comes a voice.
Yeah, the golden canary. One of the 7. Bahamut themselves gave it to me in an alleyway, and then told me a prophecy about some dragons.
I'm sure he did.
I breathe fire into the sky using my fire breath, not singeing anything, just to prove that I am in fact telling the truth.
What is this? What is
it
this
seems
about?
to work. I'm a follower of Bahamut. I'm a chosen cleric of said such, and I have Sugar Fleece on my shoulder in the form of one of the golden canaries that was gifted to me in an alleyway by Bahamut in his human form. Pretty simple, if you ask me.
What?
And that.
What is your name, stranger?
Reynold the Red.
Reynold the Red.
Well, Reynold Red Hook, but Reynold the Red sounds more like formal, official. I don't know.
And you visit the Temple of the Light in the middle of the darkness and say, "Here is your."
Yep. The Sugar Fleece.
Something is not adding up here.
No, that adds up pretty well.
Well, my name is Mystico. I am the keeper of this temple.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your gift of the golden canary.
Oh, I'm not giving it. I'm just showing you that it is in fact real.
It is indeed a real bird. I see it.
Okay. All right. I see you're a bit skeptical, which is weird for like a man who relies on faith as you run a temple. This is a golden canary. It is in fact real, and it shall sit upon my shoulder, and I am tasked to take care of it. I just thought since I was here, I'd like to fill you all in where the source of light is.
So the light is a little birdie on your shoulder.
Yep. I got the day the light came out and stopped showing up.
Well, we all know that Sugar Fleece is a dear friend to Bahamut, and of course we all know the story of the old man and the canaries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why?
I'm being straight up and honest with you. I'm not lying whatsoever.
Reynold, will you make a charisma check, please?
I think I win this either way, really. If they don't believe me, that's fine. I got 11.
You win? Either way?
Yeah. If they don't believe me, that's cool. And then no one's going to come after me for it. But if they believe me, cool.
I see. A no-lose situation.
About a block and a half up the road, Jules is like, I shouldn't have left Reynold alone this long. He's probably...
They don't believe me, Jules.
Well, if that was...
Is?
First of all, bar the doors. Make sure that we can trust all who are here.
Yes. Oh, yeah, don't mind Feld over there. She's fine.
I'm going to excuse myself and join Jules. Pardon me. I don't think this is my scene.
Yeah. Hey, Valid. You're pretty cool by my book, okay? Yeah, light and dark and all that stuff. It's like a yin yang type of thing. All right, yeah, just go.
Good luck,
Get out of
Reynold. Good luck.
Get out of here. I'm so tired. I'm tired. I'm a little drunk. That's a male. What a day.
Reynold, as you are professing to these people that you have their god, Shografles, here in the form of a little bird on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Very believable.
The keeper of the temple doesn't seem to buy what you're selling, so to speak.
Does anyone?
Well,
Can I make
you begin to wonder this? The doors are barred. Felid excuses herself, and then you see before you the little bird flitting about your shoulders.
Yes.
This bird that was a gift from the old man begins to slowly grow and begin to illuminate and shine until it is massive size before you, blinding you in light. And a deep voice resonates in the temple. It says, "Faithful of the light, take comfort, for I am still with you. Carry on the light in my name. I promise that I will return and fly again. But now I must leave you for a while to wander in the darkness. Know that if you wander in the dark, I wander with you." And as soon as it had grown to this tremendous sight, again, it is just a little bird, and your vision returns, having been blinded by this brilliance. Oh.
Yeah, I told you. I wasn't lying. God, have a little more faith in me. Come on. Thought that's your whole deal.
Mystico seems befuddled. He doesn't seem to know what to say as he steps away.
I met Bahamut. I met your god. It's on my shoulder. Nice to meet you, Shografles, by the way, informally. And I named him Julia.
Yes, why would you carry our light?
You know, I'm asking myself the same damn question. If you could tell me, I'd love to hear it.
Perhaps it would be safer here with us.
No.
I just think that maybe it would be. You seem like a reckless sort.
Well, let me tell you what. You know Bahamut? I'm sure you do. You know, everyone knows Bahamut. Bahamut told me, keep this guy on my shoulder and don't let him out of my sight. So I'm not going to deviate from that until he tells me himself to not do it. I talked with him today. I asked him some questions. He gave me some responses, but this is like a daily thing for me. I'm sorry if this is, you know, a little bit of a culture shock, but they're real. They exist, and they're on my shoulder, in my head, and in the sky, on a different plane. I'm so tired.
If she is with you, then she has truly left the sky. And Mystico seems just befuddled. Please, thank you, but you need to excuse me. I'll have the students here help you.
See, guys, it's all real.
Some of the youngsters begin to gather around, actually young and old alike, marveling at this small bird, praying that this isn't some devil's trick.
Now, I know that your eyesight will be a few years taken off of it because you saw it in person and it's such a powerful thing, but don't worry, it's fine. I got healers can take care of that.
And that's where we'll end the story for this evening, as Jules is sought to return these goods to, you know, the riches to their rightful owners, and Reynold has laid a pretty heavy truth on the Temple of the Light.
It's real.
Weird flex, man.
Very weird flex.
Weird flex.
Reynold basically slept 16 hours in a row and then tried to take a nap, got woken up, fought, got hit pretty hard.
Got hit so hard he woke up and told everybody that he had God on his shoulder.
And like reasonable people, they said that's not true, and then I got backed up.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
Good game, guys. I want to thank everybody who joins us for the adventure. Check us out on Discord, on Twitter, and of course, follow us on YouTube. You can find us on all your podcast platforms. I hope everybody has a good week. And I was going to say here, I haven't discussed with the players, but we're going to take Halloween off, and then we're going to take the first Monday of the month off. So we're going to be missing in action for a couple of weeks here, but I'm going to be working on a lot of different visuals and layouts for the stream, so we should be coming back firing on full cylinders when we are back.
Awesome.
So
All
right guys, good game. Have a good evening, everybody. Take care.
Yep. Have a good night.
Man, I love